Hi, I'm Mayor Baine Brooks. This is Let's Dish, the video series where I interview different people in the Allen community that are bringing positivity to our city. Today on Let's Dish, I'm visiting with Lucy Billingsley, one of the most visionary developers in North Texas. We're talking about why Billingsley Company chose Allen for its next big project and how Sloan Corners will add to the friendly hometown feel we all love about our city. You know, you've kind of carved your way into your own way of doing things. Tell me a little bit about you and how all that started.
Well, I was hugely lucky to be the only girl in five brother family with a dad who was in real estate. And we obviously all got to enjoy learning and seeing and, as much as we could about his world and his great energy and drive and determination. All were fabulous, inspirations for us. So when I was a teenager, I totally resolved that I was going to try to lead an explosive life. Now, you don't know what that means. You don't know if you're going to do it. All you can do is just throw yourself into it and try. And so I then went to University of Texas and jumped right into real estate with Dad's company for a while, and then left when I was 29. My husband and I went off on our own and launched our own real estate company.
Oh, wow. What was one of the first big projects you were involved with doing by yourself?
Well, my husband, you have to marry right. My husband's a raw land guy, so Henry's been, buying pieces of property for, I guess we'd been married 5 or 6 years at that time. And at some point I went to him and I just said, look, I know you want to buy and sell land, but this land's too good. We've just got to go build it ourselves. And so that's when we started doing some office over at Bush and the Tollway, and then multifamily up at Windhaven and Plano Parkway. Those were our first developments that we're doing ourselves.
For folks that haven't heard much about Sloan Corners, there's a lot of unique stuff in that, and I really want you to paint that picture of everything in Sloan's Corners. Can you do that for me?
Well, let's give it a go.
Okay.
Sloan Corners is 250 acres at the intersection of 121 and 75. This is the last significant intersection in this metroplex that hasn't been developed. And we've got growth washing right above us. So the opportunity, when there's growth, the opportunity for development's great. Now, every place has to have a heart. What is going to make something special? And Sloan Corners has 30 acres of woods, beautiful wooded area. And so first off, we're going to try to dive in and make that be magical. How do we get you to come there? How do we get you to want to come? Do you want to come to a park? What makes a park special? And you can jump over and think about the great parks in the world. Central Park, Clyde Warren Park. You've got so many paradigms of parks. And so what we're going to do is have this be woods that people can get into, go through, have surprises, experiences. We're going to have pickleball courts. We're going to have futsal soccer fields. We're going to have, obviously, dog parks. We're going to have water dog parks. All of this in the first 5 acres, and a lake and sculpture galore. So when you're jogging, walking, or coming to dine there, you're always being surprised by something, we hope, that's very different than any other parks you've been to. We want to make it different.
I heard about the sculpture piece. Kind of elaborate a little bit on the sculptures. What's your vision to bring all those sculptures?
I think art is important to complement our lives. So I'm not trying to find a great artist. I want to find something that makes you feel wonderful. So we have a large, let me call it a moon, that will be hanging over the lake at night. We have birds that will light up in trees when you walk underneath them. We have a huge stainless steel teddy bear that's going to be deep in the woods, but you can catch it through its reflectivity. We've got an old lady and her dog at the entrance to the dog park. We have a different kind of bird that's hanging up over the dog park, so there's some lighting in the trees up there at night. Over at the restaurants, we have a bunch of colorful painted pigeons under the passageway. We've got 4 frogs that are playing musical instruments by the dog park and the little bridge. Then at the very entrance to the development, we've got a huge Pegasus. That's at Chelsea and 121. Coming down Bravo Park, this is by somebody significant whose name I can't remember. We've got 3 wonderful gold characters, people, and then throughout all the multifamily, in the courtyards, in the paseos, all of that will have sculpture. So it's just a treat to be able to go find and try to dream these things up.
I get the chance to talk to a lot of developers throughout our city over the last few years. And most developers have others that can speak on all these little things that are coming. But just to hear your passion and knowledge about the details of 2 frogs playing piano and all the different sculptures, it's amazing to understand that you're so engaged and so involved in this development. So that kind of leads into my next question is what makes Allen different from all the other opportunities that are out there right now? What makes Allen different for you to come in and have that type of detailed passion to make this city better than what it is today?
Well, let me say Allen's been different for a long time. Allen's had a great reputation for decades for being a city for economic development, an outstanding reputation in the Metroplex. So obviously that reputation is important and attractive. Then the people of Allen, right? It's the people who live here and the more people that are coming, right? What makes us jump into caring so much about these details is we're always scared of failure. We want to make things be better. So that tension and nervousness drives creativity, and that's the fun part of it. So Allen also jumps in when we've got ideas, gives us feedback, and participates. It helps us try to reach for something a little bit higher and better.
I just know a lot of people are excited. With all the different projects we got coming on 121, and Sloan Corners really is getting ready to kick off the big portion of it. It's really interesting to see that you've already started scratching dirt, and that first phase is almost complete. What kind of time frame do you have completing that first phase, along with some of the restaurants that are coming?
So our first residents will be able to move in by year end, and then it takes about a year and a half to really fill up 500 unit phase, and we'll be starting construction on the second phase this fall. So in, let's say, 3 years, we'll have 1,100 apartments there. That is a vibrant community, and that gives you 4 or 5 blocks, so you've got a place. You've created something of consequence. The restaurants will be opening up in January, February, along with the first 5 acres of this park, and then the futsal soccer fields will be just after that time frame. Now we're also already jumping in to working on restaurants to come on the 121 corridor. So that's a leasing process now. We have not started construction, but that's where we jump into next in development.
People describe Allen as a premier city. What do you describe Allen as?
This may sound contrary to reality because so much of Allen is here and established and significant, but I think Allen's the city of the future. There's so much to be done here. There's so much to be created here. And the vibrancy and the desire to make it be great is just thrilling.
That's pretty strong.
Well, it's
pretty strong.
Good opportunity.
That's pretty strong. Well, listen, I wanted to just have a few minutes with you on this show. I think people are going to really enjoy what you've had to say about our city, about your project, and about the future of Allen. Anything else you want to add about what's going on 121?
Yeah, we just need more, quicker, faster, cheaper. Easy.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on Let's Dish. It means a lot that you've taken the time out of your day to come and visit with us, and thank you so much.
No, the pleasure's all mine. Happy to be here.
Thank you.